From China to America, separated from family.
My dad cried because he really missed me. He don't want me to go to the university. That's too far from home, so he cannot see me.
7,000 miles from home. Chinese student Esther Yang Su was attending seminary in the United States when she learned that her parents had been arrested in the middle of the night.
For me, it's no sense. They took them away and destroyed the church.
In her first television interview since that incident, Esther told CBN News she often cries for her parents.
I'm worried about them be physical beaten or be hurt. I don't want that happen to them. And I also hope they can have food to eat and they can sleep with warm. Because the north part in China is really cold in winter.
Esther's father, Yang Xuan, and mother, Yang Kaizhen, were among those leading the unregistered Linfen Fushan Church in China's Shaanxi province. Before dawn on September 13, 2009, a crowd of 400 police and other officials raided the church as Christians slept at the church construction site. Some were beaten. At least 30 were injured. 10 church leaders were arrested. Bob Fu is founder and president of China Aid Association, a Texas-based ministry that helps persecuted Chinese Christians.
This church is an evangelical house church with about 50,000 members, and it actually is part of the heritage church from the fruits of the China Inland Mission. Actually, Linfen is known all over China as the Chinese house church's liberation zone, to describe how impactful and influential of this church has been in this area.
And perhaps that's why Chinese government officials felt threatened, felt they had to crack down. Government officials charged the Linfen pastors with unlawfully occupying agricultural land and gathering to disturb the traffic order. When they were brought to trial last November, they were fined and given prison sentences ranging from 2 to 7 years. Esther's mother, Kaizhen, received 2 years laogai. That's re-education through labor. Her father, Xuan, received 3.5 years imprisonment. Gordon Chang is a China analyst with Forbes magazine. He says the government is fighting a losing battle against the church in China.
The underground churches, those that are completely considered to be illegal, and the regime tries to stamp them out, but they can't because there are just so many people. And so basically the Communist Party is creating enemies for itself, because in this struggle we can see that faith is so much stronger than the government.
Esther says she believes her father's faith is being strengthened through this experience.
For him, it's encouraging. It's a test from God in order to make us stronger or more love to the God.
While Esther's passion has been renewed, she still misses her parents. She's upset her family could not be together this year to celebrate the Spring Festival, the Chinese New Year.
And I also cannot hear their voice. I even don't know where they are now. So when I think about this, I'm really sad. I'm really upset.
Tom White is executive director of the Voice of the Martyrs.
She's still pretty torn up about it, but her faith remains strong. She sees the larger picture. I think there's a type of joy you can have even while you're grieving. It's that greater sense that we are immortal in Christ. The church will not lose.
Esther has written a letter of appeal asking the international community to intercede for religious prisoners in China.
We have a big family in the Lord. Pray for them. God still loves them, even they are in the prison.
Gary Lane, CBN News.